All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And we are ready for some more George Carlin. I'm excited because the audience is responding to our reaction to George Carlin in a positive way, and I'm excited about that.
Dude, this is a young George Carlin.
Yeah, he's got the haircut.
Oh my.
He looks like he's my son, my oldest son. He likes having the longer hair now. He went to go get a haircut, a little trim. This person had no idea what they were doing. They cut almost as short as this guy's, basically.
Oh my.
Really short. Yeah, he came out like a champ. But I'm like, oh, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna absolutely lose it.
No.
This person, it was so not a good haircut that we had to go to someone else to fix it. I don't know what this person was doing. I don't know what they were smoking or what was going on.
Oh.
It was bad. Anyways, he looks much better now. So, young George Carlin, and I love the title. It's very specific. What's the title of this video?
George Carlin talks about stuff. Now, I can't even give you any kind of synopsis, any kind of thoughts, anything, because it's just stuff. Stuff.
I mean, it could be like innuendos. I have no idea what the stuff is.
Exactly. Like, stuff can incorporate a whole bunch of different stuff, okay? So, you know what?
Let's
just
jump
jump into it. There we go.
If you like our reaction, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Jinx, just so you know.
Stuff. I'm just
stuff. That's when you say, when you like a candidate you're hiring for a job but you don't know why, they got the stuff.
They got the stuff.
Here we go.
I would have been out here a little bit sooner, but they gave me the wrong dressing room, and I couldn't find any place to put my stuff. And I don't know how you are, but I need a place to put my stuff. So that's what I've been doing back there, just trying to find a place for my stuff. You know how important that is. That's the whole meaning of life, isn't it? Trying to find a place for your stuff. That's all your house is. Your house is just a place for your stuff. If you didn't have so much goddamn stuff, you wouldn't need a house. You could just walk around all the time. That's all your house is. It's a pile of stuff with a cover on it. You see that when you take off in an airplane and you look down and you see everybody's got a little pile of stuff. Everybody's got their own pile of stuff. And when you leave your stuff, you gotta lock it up. Wouldn't want somebody to come by and take some of your stuff. They always take the good stuff. They don't bother with that crap you're saving. Ain't nobody interested in your 4th grade arithmetic papers.
Nobody keeps those
They're
anymore.
looking for the good stuff. That's all your house is. It's a place to keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff.
So true.
Now, sometimes you've got to move. You got to get a bigger house. Why? Too much stuff. You've got to move all your stuff. And maybe put some of your stuff in storage. Now imagine that. There's a whole industry based on keeping an eye on your stuff. Enough about your stuff. Let's talk about other people's stuff. Did you ever notice when you go to somebody else's house, you never quite feel 100% at home? You know why? No room for your stuff. But somebody else's stuff is all over the place. And what awful stuff it is. Where did they get this stuff? And if you have to stay overnight at someone's house, you know, unexpectedly, and they give you a little room to sleep in that they don't use that often, someone died in it 11 years ago,
No.
and they haven't moved any of his stuff. Or wherever they give you to sleep, usually right near the bed, there's a dresser, and there's never any room on the dresser for your stuff. Someone else's shit is on the dresser. Have you noticed that their stuff is shit and your shit is stuff?
This guy's a genius.
You gotta control.
Now, sometimes you go on vacation, you gotta bring some of your stuff with you. You can't bring all your stuff, just the stuff you really like. The stuff that fits you well that month. Let's say you're gonna go to Honolulu. You're gonna go all the way to Honolulu. You gotta take 2 big bags of stuff, plus your carry-on stuff, plus the stuff in your pockets. You get all the way to Honolulu and you get in your hotel room and you start to put away your stuff. That's the first thing you do in a hotel room is put away your stuff. I'll put some stuff in here, put some stuff down there. Here's another place for some stuff here. I'll put some stuff over there. You put your stuff over there. I'm putting my stuff over here. Here's another place for some stuff. Hey, we got more places than we've got stuff. We're gonna have to buy more stuff.
You know what's funny about that is I would put myself in the middle of the person that acquires stuff as a part getting rid of stuff, but I'm not crazy with it. But anyways, It's crazy when you get to a hotel and there's more drawers than your stuff. I do feel like a little inadequate. Now I don't need to go out to Target and just fill up the crap, but I'm like, what's going on here?
You're out of control.
I have this entire drawer, and my stuff is just right here.
You know, doing what I've done so many years, you're shocked with how many people travel and bring stuff. So
all their
driving limos again, I pretty much for the most part drive a lot of high rollers, people that come in to gamble, people that come in to show off their stuff. And first of all, the bags sometimes they bring, I'm not paying $10,000 for a Louis bag that somebody's just gonna throw all over the plane.
Imagine?
It's ridiculous. And then they get mad when it's ripped and dirty or whatever. Like, what do you think they do back there? Oh, it's a Louis. Hold on, we got a special place for it. No, they throw your stuff with everybody else's stuff. All right, like it's hilarious to me. They get mad and get scratched, but then it's like, oh, I see you got 16 bags. How long are you gonna be here? Coming in Thursday, leave Saturday. So coming Thursday, leaving Sunday. You need all that, dude. It's like, wow, you never know. You got to be prepared for what? The end of the world? In case it's over.
You know, people think that.
Like you can't make it up, man.
You know, people think that.
They bring so much stuff, and I'm just like, and I'm sure you've done it too. You go on vacation, you and the wife, kids, whatever. You definitely take stuff you don't even end up unpacking. It's got to happen to you.
My dad was a Nazi with that kind of stuff. Like you could not take more than he wanted you to take.
No wonder I liked them so.
So, and my kids, my wife, we're all pretty good with that kind of. And for us, like we don't want to be crammed. I don't want it to be blocking my view in the back of the car.
When
so
you drive it, exactly.
Yeah,
dude.
We try to fit everything in one suitcase if we can. Can you imagine that? We usually get away with 2, but that's it for the whole family. 5, 2 suitcases.
Your daughter's getting there, my friend. To the point where one of those suitcases will just be hers.
Oh,
you're like.
Nah, I didn't say one of those suitcases was not just the hair products for my wife and my daughter.
What are you kidding me?
What if I gotta wash my hair while we're gone? I'll deal with the smell. I don't care.
Oh, I think the hotel has some stuff in it. Some stuff in the bathroom as well for you.
It's absolutely hilarious.
Oh.
And you put all your stuff away, and you know that you're thousands of miles from home, and you don't quite feel at ease, but you know that you must be okay because you do have some of your stuff with you. And you relax in Honolulu on that basis. That's when your friend from Maui calls and says, hey, why don't you come over to Maui for the weekend, spend a couple of nights over here? Oh, shit, no. Now what stuff do you bring?
Nope.
Right, you've got to bring an even smaller version of your stuff. Just enough stuff for a weekend on Maui. And you get over, and you're really spread out now. You've got shit all over the world. You've got stuff at home, stuff in storage, stuff in Honolulu, stuff in Maui, stuff in your pockets. Supply lines are getting longer and harder to maintain.
Out of control.
But you get over to your friend's house in Maui and they give you a little place to sleep and there's a little window ledge or some kind of a small shelf and there's not much room on it, but it's okay because you don't have much stuff now. And you put what stuff you do have up there. You put your imported French toenail clippers, your odor readers with the 45-day guarantee, your cinnamon-flavored dental floss, and your Afrin 12-hour decongestant nasal spray. And even though you're a long way from home, you know that you must be okay because you do have your Afrin 12-hour decongestant nasal spray. And you relax in Maui on that basis. That's when your friend says, hey, I think tonight we'll go over the other side of the island and stay at my friend's house overnight. Oh, shit, no. No! What do you bring? Now you just bring the things you know you're gonna need. Money, keys, comb, wallet, lighter, hanky, pen, cigarettes, contraceptives, Vaseline, whips, chains, whistles, dildos, and a book.
So yeah, that's how he ends it. I love it.
Oh my gosh, he's out of control. Oh, he's just so good at making like the most random things funny, man. And it's just
oh my goodness gracious.
Stuff. Oh man, like
yeah, that's hilarious.
I will say this. One thing that I do is I worry about my stuff when I leave. So whenever I leave, I will go into my safe, and I've got like this expensive safe, not because I have anything valuable, but just because when's the last time you went through the bureaucracy? I wasn't born here, my friend. So when I need, if I lose my birth certificate, all right, I got ways to go, cousin. It's a problem, all right. It's not like I could just go down to downtown and like with your kids. If you lose your kid's birth certificate or whatever, you need a copy. You just go here to the health district or whatever.
Count of your birth.
Here, it's a different. For me, it's a different story. But we put all our papers in there every single time. It's like, all right, where's the passports? If we're traveling domestically, if we're going internationally, we take our passports with us. But passports, birth certificates, social securities, anything, put that in the safe or whatever. I got some, precious coins or whatever that probably never even worth anything. But and I go, and then, dude, that's the only thing I worry about. That and the dog. Everything else doesn't really matter. But that's the stuff I care about. You know what I mean? But he's right. Like, no matter what you think about, your house is just a place for you to keep stuff, and you acquire it, and then you don't want to give it away. Nobody ever values your stuff as much as you value it. So if you ever try to sell it,
that's actually not true. I've been to many garage sales, my friend, and I it's a hobby I've mentioned a few times where I'm reselling stuff.
Right.
And honestly, I'll see something I know I could easily sell for $40-$50, and I ask how much, they say, give me $5 for it.
It's interesting. Well, I think that
I know what you're saying, though. I know
ever values stuff the way
the unvaluable stuff.
Yeah, the unvaluable stuff. You know what I mean? The stuff that's maybe not like electronic or something like that, or something that's considered vintage, but something that you purchased and you were like, oh man, I got this at, I don't know, a comic book convention, or I got this, and somebody looks at it and was like, it's just, a comic book, or it's just whatever. They're not gonna pay the value of what it was to you. That's why you ended up purchasing it, whatnot. But dude, I love this video. He's got such a good way of making the everyday mundane things funny, and I think that that's what the best comedians do, right? When they tell things that are totally like elaborate, unbelievable, you're like, all right. But when you can relate to it, we've all done that. We've all gone on vacation. We've all had to pack up and go from place to place. And it just doesn't work. One of my favorite stand-up comics of all time, Eddie Murphy in Delirious, is like, he's hilarious. Is it Delirious or Raw? I think it's the Raw video. He's hilarious, and he makes a cookout the funniest thing. But think about every single family gathering when there's a dinner. It's always some drama. Somebody's complaining about the food. So at least at my, it's always some drama. Like, I dread the holidays, bro. I dread them like none other. And it's like, oh man, who's not gonna bring something this year? Or like, who's gonna forget to bring something? Or who's gonna get drunk? And everybody gets that drunk uncle that hacks up and starts talking about stuff they shouldn't be talking about. Or whatever.
That's why I avoid those family events like the plague.
Like the plague. Can't make it this year. Have you ever seen the movie Four Christmases?
A long time ago.
It's one of the best ever because they avoid those family get-togethers every Christmas.
What's the point of the heartache?
And then they got,
no good will come from it.
They're on national TV because it's like a fog thing. It's like, so we see that are you gonna plan to go visit family? And he had told his family he was gonna go to like Burma and inoculate babies or whatever. He's like, see,
what happened was. I'll have to check it out again. Let us know what you thought about George Carlin's video here. He is hilarious. God rest his soul. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time,
we got more stuff.